Let's have some beer. What be going down, people of the world? Thank you so much for joining me for yet another Daily Drink vlog. My name is Redbeard, and for the beer of the today, we have got a can of Belle West Coast IPA from the Microbrasserie Archibald out of Quebec. Not quite sure where in Quebec. It's at Quebec. I think that's Quebec City. I don't know. It says Quebec. So, it's in Quebec. And, it's not horrifyingly old, I don't think. Because it seemed to be a pretty popular beer at the place that I went to. Like, it's one of the ones that was in 4-packs. So I have 3 more of them. And, yeah, I'm not quite sure at this point. Looking at it now, it's one of those ones where the 4-pack maybe had a better date, but whatever the hell that. If you see that, and you can decipher what the actual date code means right there, then let me know. Regardless, in a can, gonna age a bit better than bottles and stuff in supermarkets and other places where light is gonna shoot its laser beam rays at beer and stuff and things. Let's crack this open before my brain falls out. Not gonna lie, this is not my first beer this evening. My first vlog this evening, but not my first beer. I may have had a gentleman called Marcel over earlier, and we may have had some beers together. But, a picture. Looks alright. Decent kind of hazy. Not super hazy, but not completely clear at all. IPA looking kind of thing. This is gonna malfunction a couple times throughout this vlog. I'll tell you that right now. Smells alright. A bit of kind of hoppy, juicy presence there, but there's also a bit of malty aroma coming on that I feel is possibly due to this not being quite as fresh as I'd want it to be. Let's give her a shot. Yeah. It's okay. But it's no longer a West Coast IPA. Kind of the trend with the beers I bought. My little road trip with Marcel. Because I'm an idiot. This is on me. I'll tell you right now. The fact that this is this old. Although at the same time, some of those places in Quebec, the fact that they're still selling some of this beer being that old it's kind of on them a little bit as well. I take the blame for buying it, but I'm also going to put some blame on them for still having it for sale. This is, again, I don't know what the date code means. I'm pretty sure this is close to, if not a little bit beyond, its best before date, because it's basically a malty mess, but it's not terrible, so, I'll drink it. Life will go on. Stuff and things. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, there's really no... Like, West Coast is not quite the same as, like, New England is the super hazy, juicy. West Coast, I find, from what I've had, is generally still not juicy, but a nice fragrant, like, smells pretty goddamn juicy, and there is some juicy in the hops. Maybe some of that pine. This is malt. Malte. Fucking, I don't know what to say. Like, Quebec. Le Trèfle Noir. is a brewery that I can more or less recommend. I think I had 5 of their beers, and 3 of those 5 were really good. There was 2 that really weren't that good, and then 3 were really good. If that's all I had from them, I think it was. Excuse me. I may be stalling because I'm not enjoying this beer that much. I can see right here it says 70 IBUs, which I'm not getting at all. Hops are Hallertauer Magnum, Amarillo, Simcoe, Centennial, and Eldorado. Any but anybody out there who knows the flavors that these hops are supposed to impart to a beer, feel free to educate me, because I guarantee that's not what this tastes like right now. Water, malted barley, malted wheat, hops, and yeast are the ingredients. And yeah, their website is Archibald Microbrasserie.ca. But personally, if I try to go there, that's what I get. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's under maintenance right now or something like that. But why won't you alt-tab back to where I just was? You son of a bitch. Yeah. I like the whole, like, I don't know what Belle means, but whoever did that artwork, it's a pretty lady. You can't deny. Like, it's nice. It's well done. I like me a picture of a pretty lady or something like that, or a drawing, I guess, is at this point. Rambling. I'm not sure what I'm talking about anymore. I haven't been recording the vlog for that long. I was hoping I could look up and be like, oh, it's break time. Ha! Nope, not yet. Yeah. Yeah. There's one more beer after this from the trip. It's some kind of a pale ale or something, and it's probably, there's no date on the there's no date anywhere. I looked at this one. I see no date. So I am not hopeful at all. It's probably going to be frickin' terrible. No, this is, it's not terrible. Again, like I said, it's drinkable. I paid money for it, so I'm going to drink it. 3 more cans in the fridge, though. Yeah, like, save them and pass them off to uneducated beer drinkers that won't realize that I'm giving them a shitty beer. Maybe. I have a couple friends who wouldn't be able to tell the difference between an old IPA and a fresh IPA. They don't drink an IPA, so they go, oh, yeah, give me that, and maybe they'll like it. Maybe it'll be the best beer they've ever had. It's not the best beer I have ever had at all. Did I do it yet? I did. Almost at 11 minutes now. I rambled my way through. Awesome. So I'm going to go sit over there and take some time as the hiccups possibly ensue. The break. After a good deal of time and sitting here and sipping on this, I've concluded this is definitely not what it should taste like. It has a bit of that snow globe-y kind of thing going on, for sure. I'm not sure how well it's going to come through in the camera. Maybe a little light might help. On the side, perhaps. Let's go. Oh yeah, there you go. Right there. You see that? That sediment is not something that should be present, I would assume, myself. But, yeah, regardless, let's look at the ratings for what's... No, that's not the right one. the right one. The ratings for what I'm assuming is probably the fresh version of this beer. 3.6 out of 5 on Untappd, 1,494 ratings overall. Beer Advocate gives it a 3.7 out of 5 with 4 ratings. Ooh, big. And Rate Beer is 3.19 out of 5 with 12 ratings overall. So, not blowing anybody's mind, really, across the board. Like, Beer Advocate seems to be more up there overall from what I've been seeing lately. The trend, I guess you could say. But the other ones are, you know, kind of middle of the road, which is higher than I would put this in the road. Just like Marcel and I went to Quebec. At this point, I'm going to say pretty much a maximum of 1 month ago, this beer was purchased. And for it to be like this now, I'm pretty sure if I drank it the day I got back, it wouldn't have been much better. Like, this is beyond best before territory by a decent little deal. Sad. I spent way more money in Quebec than I should have. Considering this, like, if I had looked at all the dates of the beers, I probably would have spent half of what I spent, maybe, and came back without this issue. What do I keep seeing? Oh, okay. Beer Advocate has like a scrolly thing that keeps flashing in the corner of my eye. Keeps freaking me out. Drink number, the last forever of this beer. Like, something else will be had to cleanse my palate. Yeah. Archibald Microbrasserie. This can of your Belle West Coast IPA. Three and a half, maybe. It's not good. It's not. It's not even a West Coast IPA anymore at this point. And that was purchased. I'm pretty sure I remember that was purchased at the IGA. I was surprised IGA is even still a thing when I saw it. I think that's where it was, like the main big grocery store in Temiskaming. And yeah, the fact they're still selling that at that point is not cool. And that is going to do it for today's Daily Drink Vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then give that like button a little tickle. You want to see more? Subscribe. Awesome timing. Excuse me. Hit the bell notification as well, so you know when new videos are released. No. It's broken. Wow. If you got something to say regarding my inability to speak, comments go in the box down below. Thanks again. I'll be back with another Daily Drink Vlog tomorrow. Peace out. Not sure if outtakes happened this time, but if they did, then here you go. After a little consideration in time, I have concluded that this beer is fucking not good. Looking at it, I'm not sure if it'll come through really through there. Not so much. I'm not sure what is that floating. No, it's just a gap in the bubbles kind of thing. It looked like there was a leaf there for a second. That is not something that's going to be... No, we're doing it again.